So you've played so many fascinating and different roles in your career so far. You've taken risks, and this is taking a risk. Like, and now you're playing a superhero. So, what made you go for this character?
I never saw myself doing a superhero movie, but I really loved the idea of a superhero being a young woman whose power was her mind and her intellect, and I found that really powerful.
Yeah, how, as an actor, how do you approach a character, a superhero that, as you said, fights with her mind and not with brute force?
I think it's more internal, and I think really trusting my director, SJ, to know that we were translating smaller things, more nuanced performances. Um, yeah, it was more, it came from a more subtle, nuanced place.
Yeah. So, seeing the future, is that a superpower that you would like to have in real life?
No, I'm good not knowing.
Better not to know.
Hmm.
So your co-star Sydney Sweeney has talked about how fun it was to shoot this movie on set. How is building that camaraderie with her and the rest of the cast?
So great. It was so wonderful to have them there and to see them work and you know, they're just wonderful, wonderful people.
Do you have a favorite moment with them on set?
There were so many times. I mean, we were on set a lot. We shot for a very long time, so mostly just like watching them bond and become friends was really great.
Yeah. So it's kind of hard to prepare to play a superhero, but how hard was it prepared to play a paramedic?
That was really fun. I did a lot of I did a lot of learning. I worked with paramedics and I went on some ride-alongs and um, learned CPR and all the gadgets inside of an ambulance. It was fun.
Yeah, CPR is actually very essential in this movie, in some
Yeah.
parts of this movie.
It's important in life.
It is. It really is. Do you have to train hard for that?
Mm. It's pretty easy to learn. It's just scary to do.
One thing I love about this movie is that it is a superhero movie, but it's also about real life superheroes, like paramedics, as we were talking about, but also about mothers and about caregivers. Is this something that made you connect more with the story?
Yes, absolutely. I think that's what makes it feel really grounded and accessible and relatable.
So, how was working with S.J. Clarkson? You mentioned that before, as a director in this movie.
She was amazing. She's such a great director, and really like I felt like I could trust her throughout the entire process, and I just felt like I was in really safe hands.
We don't get to see much of the suit, the final suit of Madame Web in the movie, but how was putting it on if you got to put it on?
It was amazing. It's very, very cool to have a superhero suit made for you.
Yeah, how were your first impressions of it? Was it uncomfortable or was it actually?
No, it's very comfortable.
The ending is very much open to a sequel, open to some kind of continuation. Is there something about this character you would like to explore further?
There's so much I'd like to look at. I think, if they want me to come back, then I will.
I read that you really enjoyed the driving scenes and the stunt scene, and you actually did a little bit of it, or like a lot of it.
Mhm.
Um, did you enjoy this, and are you keen on keeping doing like more action movies in the future?
I love action movies. I would definitely do more action films for sure. And yeah, I'll do anything.
I don't know how big of a Marvel fan you are, but if you had to team up as Madame Web, if you had to team up with other Marvel superheroes, any Marvel superheroes for a mission, which ones would you choose to be in your team?
Well, see, this is my first kind of introduction to Marvel, so I feel like I would choose whichever superheroes have more physical strengths than Madame Web. I feel like she can handle all the intellectual stuff, and then I just need people who are like really strong or can like shoot lasers or like fireballs out of their fingertips or something.
That's a smart approach.
I don't know who those heroes are, but I'll take them.